Looking at Saturday against Partick Thistle, the kind of pressures that United have been under over the last couple of weeks trying to get into that top six, has that now been all lifted off your shoulders and it's a different type of pressure that you're going to be facing going into this game on Saturday that's maybe a better pressure?
No, the way I look at it, I think when you're playing or managing Dundee United, you've got to recognise that you're probably under pressure all the time. You guys know the football club as well as I do. You have to accept that that's what the situation is here, that the expectation levels are very, very high. So you have to learn to deal with that and get on with your job and focus on your job. So no, Saturday, no, it's just another game for Dundee United that you'll be expected to play very well and get a result in. That's the demands of the fans and the football club, but that's something that we embrace here, something that we accept, and something we'll go and attack and try and achieve.
Has it been difficult to get current, up-to-date footage of what Partick Thistle have been up to, with obviously them just coming back, having had this enforced additional break that they've had? Has it been quite difficult to get information, or have you been able to proceed as normal?
No, it's not really been difficult because, as you guys know, the fixture list that they're going through and about to face is incredible. So they've been playing pretty much every couple of days. So we've been able to go and see most of the games and then pick up the footage and gather as much as we need to know that it's going to be a good game, a tough game, which we're looking forward to. So no, we have no excuses. We will know everything we need to know, and we will go and try and be the best version of Dundee United, because we know we'll need to be to go and try and get a result, and we'll go and try and achieve that.
That's certainly an important thing. Fully focus on Dundee United, because that's really all you can control. You can't control anything else that's there, so you have to just concentrate 100% on the job in hand, basically.
Absolutely. You've been reading my book.
Well, funnily enough.
No, you're right. That's all you can deal with. That's all you can control 100%, and that helps you to stay focused, because you're just going to attack what you can deal with, and that's what we're trying to do.
Looking at the game for Saturday, you've had a couple of days off in the period with the game. Going into it all fresh, do you think that's a good tonic for going into the Scottish Cup, this late starting Scottish Cup, having these couple of days off and being able to recharge yourselves basically as a team?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, like recharge the battery type thing. Yeah, it's for me as a player, I kind of like to have the game sort of consistent, and especially after the great result against Aberdeen, you want to kind of keep that going. But the training's been tough. We've kept a high standard. We had the weekend off, which was nice to spend with the family and stuff. But no, I think the boys look really fresh. The boys look raring to go for the weekend. I think there was a lot of, we didn't know whether the Scottish Cup was going to happen. To be totally honest with you, I didn't think it would happen. And now that it's happened, it's kind of like a little bit of a bonus. It's that bit of excitement now that the Scottish Cup, the biggest cup in Scotland, is going to happen. So I think there's an excitement about it. Like I've touched on before, I think the fans not being there is a huge negative. Because cup games and cup football is amazing, especially the fans make that. But I'm sure obviously they'll be cheering from home and watching us from home. But I think the boys are fresh, ready to go, and excited for Saturday.
With the delayed Scottish Cup taking place, you want to get through every single round, but as you get through every round, it then makes the end of the season very, very congested for you. But as you say, you like playing game after game, so could be an advantage.
That's it. Listen, it'll be congested, but it'll be congested for a reason, and I want it to be congested. I think that the players and the club want it to be congested, because if it is congested, it means we're doing well. It means we're progressing and we're getting to where we want to be. So it's congested. I genuinely do.
Coming up against Partick Thistle, again, who have been out of action for a number of weeks recently and just recently returned. Again, what do you know about Partick Thistle, as I say, at this particular point? Have you been able to get information about them, what they've been doing, changes that's happened, etc.?
Yeah, we've obviously went through stuff that Partick do and how they play. We had a look over the last game. I think it was against Cove, that we seen, and we looked through the stuff. So and plenty of the players that are there, we've played against them over the last few seasons when being in the championship and stuff. So they're a good team. It's going to be a tough game. Like I said, if we don't turn up, it won't be just a walk in the park. It's going to be a very, very tough game. They've had the time off, and I think we've seen with the teams having the time off, sometimes they come back more enthusiastic, more sort of energy, that little bit of a break. They come back all guns blazing. So it's going to be a really, really tough game. I wouldn't say they've had a break and they're sort of going to be stiff and not at it. I think they're going to be full of energy, wanting to come to us and sort of be one of the cup ties that people look at and say, oh, that's a big result for Partick. But we want to make sure that we turn up, do our job, and like I said, if we do that, I'm fully confident that we can progress.
There's going to be no fans at the game, unfortunately, as you already mentioned there, but it's at Tannadice. How much of an advantage is that for the players of Dundee United?
Yeah, for me, it's a huge advantage because I think we're used to playing all the time at home. On the flip side of that, Partick Thistle will be enjoying coming to play at Tannadice. But I know I've touched on it before, but the fans not being here and people keep asking me. It's really tough. It's not. As a football player, you want to have fans in, and the sooner, obviously, I know we need to get them safely in, but the sooner we can get fans in for everyone, it just makes the game so much better. When people always ask and say, "Oh, what's football without fans?" But fans make football. That's a simple answer to it. It's been tough. There's been times it's been mentally tough to try and get through games and stuff because the fans aren't there. And I know for the fans also, the Scottish Cup especially is a big cup for them, especially for our fans, Dundee United. So it's one of them things that we're fully aware that they'll be at home cheering us on, but we just can't wait to get them back in and get that atmosphere back. Because even this Saturday would have been amazing. Imagine having a full Tannadice against Partick Thistle in the Scottish Cup. So disappointing, but we want to make sure that we can give as good account as we can to progress and try and get as far as we can in the cup.